I read 5 books in the month of August, 1 5-star read, 2 4-star reads, 1 3 stars, and 1 2 stars. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on all the books that I read this month, please keep on watching. Hello everyone, my name is Favor. Welcome back to my channel, Favor's Flavor. Today's video is going to be about all the books that I read in the month of August. And as always, all the books will be linked down in the description box below. Also, my first reading / bookish vlog is coming out 2 or 3 days before this one. So if you're watching this one, that vlog is already out. I hope you guys watch it and support my channel. I truly appreciate it. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because why not? We're having a good time here. Side note, I did my first wash and go in a while. This is not a style that I usually do, but I just wanted to talk briefly about the products that I used, because that's stuff that I feel like I have questions about when I watch some people's videos. So just quickly, the first product I used was the Camille Rose Honeydew Refresher, and the main star of the show was the Dew Bananas. Pretty good. And I used the Camille Rose Honey Foam. No flakes at all, and my hair is very defined. In the coming months, I might make a video about my hair care wash day routine if you guys are interested. It's just something that I feel like I've gotten to a good place in my hair care journey, and I can talk about it. So if you guys are interested, please leave a comment down below. Now let's get right into the video for real. So I read 5 books this month. The first book I read was Skin and Bones by Renee Watson. I got that book from the library, so I don't have a copy of it, but I already placed an order for my own copy because it's just the kind of book that I feel like I want to have on my shelf. I rated this book 4.5 stars. On Goodreads, I rounded up to a 5 stars, so I'm just gonna read my review on Goodreads. Don't forget to follow me on Goodreads. I'll have a link down below if you're interested in seeing my reviews before I ever make a video about it. So I held on to this book for 5 weeks, feeling intimidated by it and sure I wouldn't like it. The start of this book was slow, but I definitely got the message Renee Watson portrayed. The word I can use to describe this book is real. It's an ode to the past and the present, and I'm at least a decade younger than the FMC, but as a plus-size black woman, I learned and related a lot with Lena. I also got to learn a lot about Portland and the black population there. This book is written like a poem, no chapters, the first of its kind for me, but good nonetheless. The copy I read is from the library, and I definitely will be picking up a copy for myself. So I believe she just released the paperback copy this year, which is so beautiful. I'll have the screenshot of it up here. I was just like, yeah, I'm probably going to read that book again sometime so I can like do some annotations. It was just a lot of quotes. I'm just like, yeah, I need this book. Such a wonderful book. I hope that, in 10 years I can reflect back on a book like that. So if you're someone that's in like your 30s or early 40s, I totally recommend that book. It's a really good book for black women, plus size women, any kind of woman, honestly. I recommend to read that book. And the men too. This book is basically about Lena. She's like a 40-year-old black woman. She has a daughter, and it's just about her navigating life as a plus-size black woman, raising a plus-size daughter, and having to navigate, having her child's father and also her boyfriend, and also having 2 plus-size friends, and also the racism in Portland, because I learned a lot about Portland. I didn't realize that there was such like a history with the black population there. So overall, this book was just wonderful. So that was the first book that I read in August. The second book I read in August was Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalot. That's also a book that I got from the library, but I'm not picking up a copy of that book. It was good, but I don't feel like I need to have a copy of that. I rated this book a 4 stars. I think I said 4.25 on Goodreads, mostly because of the audiobook. The narrator was pretty good, and she definitely made it a lot easier for me to read the book. I love audiobooks. Not totally. I like immersive reading, basically. Like all of these books I have the physical copy of, but I also listen to the audiobook at the same time. Definitely works out for me a lot, especially when I'm busy and doing stuff around the house. My review on Goodreads says, I enjoyed the audiobook thoroughly. Reason for the increased rating. This is very much a British Nigerian college romance. It's not YA, but it's juvenile in some ways. The fake dating trope is usually not my vibe, but it worked for their story. I can't wait to read Sweet Heat, the second book in the series that's more my age range. This book is about Kiki and Malachi. They're both freshmen. I think they were freshmen, sophomore in college. And it just follows Kiki. She had a podcast on campus. Malachi also was like a wannabe film director, and just follows Kiki's relationship and how she started dating Malachi in the first place, and then her relationship with her best friend Amina. Just college life, basically. I enjoyed it. It's definitely a solid read. I definitely read it this month because I wanted to read Sweet Heat. And you don't have to read Honey and Spice before Sweet Heat. Sweet Heat comes out, actually, Sweet Heat comes out today, September 2nd. I'm recording this video on September 2nd. So if you are interested in Sweet Heat, please pick it up. It's a really good book. I actually have it right here, and I'll talk about it later in this video. I definitely enjoyed my time with Honey and Spice. Bulabala's writing is very like lyrical and just very easy to read and enjoyable. So on to the third book that I read in the month of August, and that I have a copy of, and that was Razorblade Tears. So this was my 5-star read of the month. This was my second thriller. The first mystery thriller book I ever read was Detective Auntie. This was my first one, and it was everything. It read like a movie, literally. And the audiobook, yeah. Make sure you get the audiobook because it paints a picture in your head, like even hearing the accents of both fathers, Ike and Buddy Lee, because Buddy Lee is a country white man and also Ike is a country black man, and the way they talk on audiobook, it very much paints the picture. They talk about both fathers losing their sons who were both married and gay, and how they were killed. It follows both fathers trying to find revenge and redemption for their sons, even though they were basically not the best fathers to begin with. They were basically homophobic. That's just what it was when they were alive anyway. So this was their chance to like avenge for their son's death. So there was a lot of twists and turns that I was like, yeah, this is definitely a book that would make a good movie. It's one of those books that I'm gonna remember for a while, and it's definitely made me want to check out other S.A. Cosby's books. So if you haven't, I totally recommend it. So the next book that I read in the month of August was Nearly All the Men in Lagos Are Mad by Damnary Cuckoo. I also listened to this on audiobook. And when I say audiobook, I have Spotify Premium. So I highly recommend if you're, and the thing is, I've had Spotify for like 4 or 5 years now, and this was my first time starting to use the 15 hours of audiobook time that comes with your premium subscription. So I don't read a whole book. The 15 hours is enough to for a whole book, but usually what I do is I listen to bits and pieces. So like I would say maybe I listen to half of this book on audiobook and the other half. So my 15 hours can cover me for like 2 or 3 books because I'm not totally using it for just one book. Anyway, this book is a short collection story about basically women's experience dating in Lagos, Nigeria. It's set in Lagos. I rated this book a 4 stars. No, 3.75, but I rounded it up to 4 stars. Let me see what I said on Goodreads about it. I said, as a Nigerian, I found this book very interesting and entertaining. The audiobook wasn't great for me. A different narrator should have been picked, maybe one that isn't mispronouncing a ton of words. Some stories were forgettable, but the last 3 stuck out to me. I did not like the narrator at all. The audiobook was definitely, it pissed me off so many times because I'm just like, why are you, like, they should have picked somebody that was maybe West African. It didn't even have to be a Nigerian person, but like, the accent was so noticeably different, and even the basic like Nigerian names were being mispronounced. I felt some type of way about that. Either way, the book itself was good. Definitely solid like 3.5. The reason why I'd increased it to a 3.75 was because the last 3 stories were definitely like, I still think of one of those stories. So I'm just like, well, if I can still think about it, it kind of like deserves a slightly higher rating. So that's why it got a 3.75. I recommend it if you're someone that's Nigerian or you have Nigerian friends, or you're just interested in short stories based in Lagos, Nigeria that, are funny and entertaining. So my fifth book that I read in the month of August, my 2.75 star read was Time of Your Life by Jesse Hastings. This is the lowest rating I've given for a book, not including Drum Count that I didn't finish. But of all the books that I have finished so far in my reading journey, this is the lowest rating. And this is my first Jesse Hastings book. I had seen Shaughnessy talk about this book. I also had just read No Ordinary Love, a book that I felt like I thought in my head was gonna be giving me somewhat of a similar vibe, but no. The funny thing is I went on to Goodreads to give my review, and I saw a lot of people talking about how she used ChatGPT to write this book. I'm just like, I don't know what to believe, because that just sounds like, I don't know, cheating. This book is about Isolde and Joe Harrigan. It claims to be set in 1995. Nothing about this book gave the 90s. The only time that they said something about the 90s was when Isolde says, oh, this girl is wearing a 1994 Chanel gown. And that's why I'm like, oh, it's actually supposed to be a 90s book. The whole time, this book could have been set in 2024. Let me tell you what I said on Goodreads about this book. Childish and messy, my first and probably my last Jesse Hastings book, if this book is anything like her other books. And I've seen one or two other people be like, oh, this book, it reminds me of Magnolia Parks, which is her popular series with 4 or 5 books in it. And I'm definitely not interested in reading it. And this is supposed to be a series of its own too, so a second book coming out. I don't know if I'll be interested in reading it. I don't know when it comes out, but I'm mad that I actually bought this book. This is a book that I should have just gotten from the library if my library even has it. The male main character, Joe, pissed me off so much. I've never rolled my eyes so much on this book, but I managed and I finished it. And, it was a story, but was it a story that I liked? No. That's all I have to say about this book before I get mad. So those are all the 5 books that I finished in the month of August. The other half a book that I read in August, or I'm still reading, is Sweet Heat by Bolu Babalala, and I highly recommend everybody pick up this book. This book is giving enemies to lovers, second chance romance, and even though I'm not done with the book yet, I feel comfortable rating it at 4.5 stars right now with all that I've read so far. So it's September 2nd. This book is out right now. So if you're interested, if you've had it on your radar, please pick it up. It's very good. And you don't have to read Honey and Spice, but if you want to read Honey and Spice before you read this, go ahead and do it. You'll have a good time too. So those are all the books that I read in the month of August. Like I said, August was a good month for me. I'm still slowly getting myself out of the reading slump that I'm in. Because honestly, I thought I would have been done with this book by now. I was supposed to be done with this book in August. I'll definitely finish it this week and start on my September TBR books, which I have a video about if you're interested in knowing what books I plan on reading in the month of September. After all my rambling, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you comment down below. Subscribe. Please subscribe. It helps my channel. And I would be happy to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to check out my reading vlog that just came out. I put my heart and soul into that video as being my first vlog of its kind. But I hope you guys have a good day, a good week, and see you in my next video. Bye.